One of the great things about living in Bloomington is the urban canopy. Trees add a lot of value to our residential properties, and they also create a serene environment. But one thing about the trees is they actually need quite a bit of tending. So today on the Verbrugge View, we're going to learn about the tree trimming crew in our Public Works Department. Why don't you come along with me? We're standing in front of one of our bucket trucks with Dustin Jacobson from our Public Works Department. So we're going to ask Dustin, he's one of our experts around here, how we do things, why we do it, and then he's going to give me a little tutorial, and I'm going to go up inside the bucket and take a crack at taking down one of these trees. So our crews work in the winter on the tree trimming more than the summertime. Why is that?
Well, it's better for the trees to do the trimming in the wintertime. It's a time when all the tissues are dormant and there's less likelihood of transmitting any types of diseases. It also minimizes any issues like in the spring if there's going to be like insects that could find that new wound and possibly make a home in the tree.
And obviously not having leaves on the trees makes it easier for you to do your job.
Yeah, lately, you know, the last few years, obviously with the advent of emerald ash borer, that type of survey has become a lot more important. And so every winter now, that becomes a part of my job is going around and looking for that woodpecker activity that's much easier to see when there's no leaves on the tree.
So this is an ash tree that we're standing by here. When you're looking at the tree, what are you looking for to see if there's ash borer activity?
Well, the easiest way, a lot of times when I'm just driving by, is you can see what we call blonding. So that's where like a woodpecker is kind of excavated out, a little patch down to the wood, and a lot of times that'll show up real bright in contrast to the dark gray bark on the outside.
So which trees do we take care of? We have parks and we have rights of way. Where else are we tending to trees?
Well, we'll basically, that's the main portion of our tree tending. We'll do some of the areas around playgrounds and make sure there's, you know, if there's any type of safety issues for limbs that could possibly fall or break off.
So when we're working in the right-of-way, if people see us going down a street taking down certain limbs, what's the safety consideration?
Well, the biggest thing is issues with traffic. You know, a lot of times garbage trucks, some of our higher vehicles, obviously our plows that we do every winter driving by, we got to be able to get under there safely.
Tell us about this piece of equipment that we're standing in front of.
Well, this is our biggest bucket truck. The city actually has two other bucket trucks that we use for traffic and other uses.
All right, before I hop into the bucket, I have to get on all of the safety equipment. So they're going to outfit me, and then I'm going to climb in and get my tutorial. All right, now that I'm in the bucket, I have to learn how to use the bucket. So Dustin, you want to give me a little tutorial on how the gears work here?
Yep. Well, what we have is a joystick control system on this bucket. So it's, if you're kind of familiar with running a joystick on a video game, it works pretty similar. You have this trigger, that's actually your throttle. It's on the bottom side of the handle.
Okay.
And so that will idle up the engine and corresponding speed and how much hydraulic pressure you're getting.
Right.
It takes a little bit of getting used to realize which direction's controlling the upper and lower boom, but once you do, it becomes pretty intuitive.
And what sort of implements or tools am I taking up with me? So here's the tool that I've been given.
Yep.
It's a chainsaw. This is pretty standard equipment. I also have a pole axe at my disposal if I want to use that. So we're going to give this a try once I get up there, and hopefully I'll come down with all my fingers.
Yeah, well, absolutely. I wouldn't want to be responsible for that, so.
Up, up, and away. All right, so they said to get under the branch a little bit first. We're going to clear some of this off, I think. Now we're going to take the big one. is how you drop a tree limb.
Do you want to go all the way up, see how high it goes?
Yeah, I should do that, shouldn't I? Okay. Well, once again, we get a fantastic view of Bloomington, this time from the bucket truck of our Public Works Department, our tree trimming crew who do a great job every day to make sure that our urban canopy is healthy and that it's beautiful for our residents, it's safe for our parks, and it's good for our community. So once again, from the top of the bucket truck, this is the Verbrugge View. We'll see you next time.